All right, just wanted to show the retro equipment that I have here. I did a video on the Mavic 2 and why I bought that. It was only $4.99. I didn't want to go out and buy a current drone and then have it not quite be what I needed for business. Then you got to buy another one. I just wanted something to get more stick time on that I could get 4K video on. I got the Fly More, so I got 3 batteries. You get quite a bit more lifetime from the batteries with this drone than you do the other drones I have here. The only thing I have in this box is the charger. You can charge 4 batteries at once. It's like a little plate. I also have I don't have it in here. I have a cigarette lighter style charger where I can charge 2 batteries at a time from a 12 volt. I'm old. We used to call those cigarette lighters. Now they call them 12 volt outlets. Now this case here, this is brand new, has a plastic on the handle. It still has that plastic right here that you would peel off. It keeps that from getting scratched. This is a hard shell backpack. And it's a little, I got to find a way to get the chargers to fit in there tighter so they're not flopping around. Or maybe you don't take the charger with you when you're backpacking because you're not going to plug that in anywhere anyway. But the drone is so tight in the case that I took this little piece of cut off from a tie down strap on the ATV trailer. And that way I can just pull it out of that tight spot. Otherwise you're pulling it and it's like you feel like you're pulling on the props and the arms and stuff. So to pull it out from the belly with the straps a little better. So that's my Mavic 2 Pro. I've got the RFID module right here on Velcro because I also had it on the Spark. This is still registered as a recreational drone, not a Part 107. Once it's Part 107, you can only move the remote ID if you unassign it and reassign it to a different drone. Whereas the recreational drones, you can have 3 recreational drones and move this as you please between them because you only register once and you can have multiple recreational drones. All right, set that aside. Then I have here the Crystal Sky. Let me turn this on. Crystalsky Screen. This is pretty cool. I had to make this. This was your typical Amazon adapter from back when the Spark was current. It had a little thing up here with a ball swivel and a mount that would squish your phone like that, which is exactly what's holding my phone over there on that tripod. But anyway, these are meant to hold any kind of phone or small tablet, and it had that little stand here and a little ball swivel that you tighten. Well, I was able to find this little bracket right here, which is made for the Crystal Sky, and it has the 1/4-20 threads. And then I bought this typical camera, like a RAM mount, dual ball RAM mount, and I threaded that into the plate here. I just drilled a hole where that other those plastic arms were sticking up. So I kind of had to make that, but it's kind of cool. You have got the screen's up in front of you. You can still see the buttons. You can still see the screen here. And this is highly adjustable by this right here. And I have the Crystal Sky plugged into the Mavic controller via USB-C. Now the Air and the Spark, they don't have, they have that smaller micro USB, but I also have the cables to do that, to go from micro USB to USB-C. And I was using Copilot AI, and it kept arguing with me. It told me over and over again that you cannot use the USB-C to connect to the controller, that you had to use the USB on the side. Well, the adapter that they sold with them originally was a USB-C adapter that was all inclusive. This arm plugged into the phone and this. So I'm like, that can't be right. So anyway, I hooked it up and it worked. I've flown it with this. It's great. This Crystal Sky It's a 1000 nit, which is, when this thing came out, cell phones were nowhere near that yet. They may be now, but these came out about 8 years ago. And I bought this used for 150. I went through a little bit of a trials and tribulations getting, it came with a battery, but not a charger. And then I thought the battery was bad, and I bought a new battery. And then I bought a charger that didn't work. And it didn't work because I didn't have the right cable. It's my fault. Long story short, I got everything charging with a 100-watt power brick that you plug into the wall, a USB-C cable, and I now have 4 batteries, and they last 6 or 7 hours each. So I'll never need all 4 of those batteries, but I got them anyway. And the main reason I went down that route was a little frustrating, but I got there. I didn't want to fly with my phone. I don't want to be getting calls and text messages and crap on the phone while you're trying to fly, nor did I want to put it in airplane mode and then be off the grid for that amount of time. So anyway, the Crystalsky controller is great. Now here's the Spark. Got a nice little box. The Spark's the first one I bought. I have quite a bit of accessories for this. 5 batteries. You can see here I've got Velcro. I'm hoping those numbers didn't show up in the video. I got Velcro on the top so I can move that module from drone to drone. And this Spark is really pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. So, my opinion, rather than buy a cheap, inexpensive drone for 100 or 125 bucks or 150 bucks on Amazon or eBay or whatever, go buy a used Spark. They're old, but they are great to fly. They really are. The flight time's a little lower and the speed's a little lower than the other stuff, but they're great. It's only 1080p, but 1080p video, let me turn this off. You do a 1080p video on YouTube and it looks pretty good. It's not, some of the guys are streaming in 4K and doing all that. So now we have the Mavic Air. Story behind the Air. There's the 12-volt plug-in chargers for the Air, not the Mavic. Now I'm confusing myself. Let me check that. Yeah, this fits the Air, not the Mavic. I was wrong. So I got antenna range extender. I don't know how much good those do. The reason I'm going to use it on this one is because this was a brand new from DJI drone, and the antennas don't want to stay up. They flop down. If I put the, you've probably seen these parabolic. And whether I need the range or not, that'll help keep the antennas in the proper position, having that parabolic antenna on there. So the Mavic Air is pretty cool. It, like I said, I only flew this about 3 times, but it has 4K video. It's one of the folding drones. You can see it's a little bit bigger than the Spark. Cool, longer battery time and a little bit higher speed, which, I don't know, the speed doesn't matter that much if you're filming something, And this has straight blades. They're not folding like the other two. One big difference in how that is. And I did that the first time. Usually I can't remember which order to fold the arms in. And so this one, I only originally had 2 batteries, and the drone sat like 5 years in the closet, and those batteries went bad. They'll fully charge, but they won't power the drone. But there's a way. You buy a little circuit board, which I bought, and you hook the wires to the battery, and you use an application called DJI Battery Killer, and you can clear all the flags on the battery to do a factory reset, and then the battery should work again. I haven't done that yet, but I did already receive the part. But I do have one new battery that I bought. I think I bought it on AliExpress. It would be the first thing I bought on AliExpress, I think. That came, it worked, no issues. I've charged it, but I haven't flown it yet. So now the thing is like, well, okay, you spent $500 on that. You could have, instead of spending $500 on that, you could have sold these two, put it with that $500 and bought one drone that's more relevant, newer. The thing is, I have so much invested in these and so much stuff, and they're really worth nothing. Like the Spark's only worth a little over $100. Well, I don't need money that bad. I'd rather have the drone than the $100. So I'm not going to sell these old drones. They're not worth enough. I might give them to my son or grandson at some point so they can have fun with them. But I'm not going to sell these for as little as they're now worth on eBay and whatnot. So there's my 3 drones. I need to get out more. I wanted to get out this weekend. I put it off. Possibly I might try to get out just at the local school before golf tomorrow and fly the Mavic 2 a little bit. I've only flown it once, and that's when I had that altercation that I did 2 other videos about. I don't want to keep mentioning that, but look at some of the, if you go look at some of the other videos I posted, you'll see what I'm talking about. Anyway, the Crystal Sky is cool. If I had it to do over and I was buying it specifically for the Mavic 2, I would have bought the RM500 controller with a screen built in instead. It's more money, but it can do a lot more because you can put lychee on there and fly waypoints and stuff. But I bought that screen for the Spark and the Air. I had no intention of buying the Mavic yet when I bought that. So I bought that, set it up, used it. I filmed the racetrack. That footage is in one of the playlists also. That's the first thing I did that would actually require the Part 107 license. And I did that for free, but you still it's for a business. Even if you don't charge, you're still required to be licensed for that. So I went out and I filmed that racetrack for free. And I'm hoping the guy will call me back after they repave it and I can film it again. I just did that for the experience. Told him I would do it for free, and I will still do so if he calls me back. Anyway, there's my 3 drones. I hope I can get some fun out of these at least, get some stick time, get some practice, maybe even get some good footage on the Mavic 2 Pro. And if I sign up for that one thing called it's SkyTask, Sky with 2 Y's, SkyTask and SkyTask Pilot. That's where somebody like a real estate agent will go into SkyTask and create a task and say, hey, I need this particular house shot, whatever. And then a pilot sees that on the job board, goes in there, bids on it, takes it. And it's just kind of like Uber for drones. And there's another one called Fly Guys. I haven't signed up for that one yet. While I'm still working, and if I want to do this for part-time, I would probably use one of those services. If I do the drone stuff for part-time, I won't be doing it for money. I'll be doing it for the experience. So the first day that I don't have the job that I have now, because it will end between 1.5 years and 2 years from now, and I don't really want to move chasing my company around. So if one of my options is to have to start a business on my own to support myself, I want to have those ducks in a row already. Going down there's other videos I've done as far as the business stuff is concerned. I wanted to do this on the retro equipment. It's all great equipment. I know you guys out there you got a Mavic Air Mini 3 and a Matrice or a Mavic Pro 3. You're like thinking like, oh, all that old stuff's not, it's still fun. You can still get some good video of it for friends. Hey, if you wanted to shoot your friend's car, your friend's got a custom car and you do a 360 with this thing in 4K, it's going to look great. Now, it's probably not going to be enough for a business. The Mavic 2 Pro, very into that. You might get some jobs on one of those task boards that you could complete with the Mavic 2. That's possible. Like I said, if I was to go into full-time business, I would certainly buy a more relevant drone with more, what do you want to call it? More, like infrared or mapping capabilities, the RPK or whatever that is to do but I'm not there yet. That's why I bought that one. If I was going to take one of those jobs, it would have to be something along the lines of videography for construction, progression, and something like that. You're not going to do, with these drones, you're not going to do mapping and surveying. And I think you kind of need to have more experience in the mapping and surveying. They don't need just a guy flying a drone. You need other knowledge too, which I'll have to learn along the way. Anyway, that's all I got for now. I hope this, any comments, good or bad, if you're like, hey dude, I think you're going down the wrong path, I'll open ears. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, good or bad, suggestions, tell me what you're doing. I appreciate any kind of interactivity that there can be. Thank you.